Welcome back, HellDivers. It's good to see you again, like always. There has been a lot of talk about how the Leviathans have become super annoying to face against, and some players have mentioned how Smoke is a great way to counter them. Now, although they have been nerfed, it's still nice to go over what Smoke does and whether it's beneficial. But here's the thing, Smoke is really weird in this game. It either works or it doesn't. So let's go over the Smoke options we have and do some testing. So first of all, we have the orbital smoke screen, which is a cooling stratagem that places smoke in the designated area. Eagle Smoke Strike does the same thing as the orbital, but is spread from left to right and covers more range and area than what the other smokes provide. Lastly, you have the smoke grenades, which to be fair, should be self-explanatory. So what is the point of smoke exactly? As we know, they're designed for obscuring enemies' vision, and they do their jobs, kind of. But for some odd reason in this game, smoke does not seem to work all the time. I've tested this out on the bugs, bots and illuminates, and the results gathered all seem to be varying from each other. Starting with the bugs, it seems to not do anything against them, even when placing it far ahead of me or directly behind me. No matter what I do, the bugs will still find me in the smoke, and only one time it did work was when I was far ahead to hide behind some rocks. It generally feels useless against them no matter where and how I use it. For bots, it seems to be the most effective here, as diving into smoke or placing smoke directly onto the enemies will either break their line of sight on you, or they'll fire in the last spot they saw you in. While this is advantageous for a number of reasons, the bots still seem to have a habit of shooting you even when the smoke is down. Now, I'm not sure if this is just the AI being funky at times, or if there is a set parameter to how bots can see in smoke. However, just to make some things clear, the melee enemies will still run straight into the smoke, which to be honest kinda makes sense, similar to how the bugs do. And then illuminates now seem to not work on them at all. Voteless will see you through the smoke one way or another, and overseers seem to be the same. With the newly added Leviathans, I thought they would see some usage against them and their spotlights, but alas, that was not the case. Even in the smoke, it can still see you and kill you. The only enemy where I see the smoke slightly affecting them is the harvesters, where they seem to see you but also not attack you unless you move outside of their area of the smoke. So to cut a long story short, don't bother using smoke unless you want to play stealth loadout in the bot front, as smoke seems to be the hit and miss with most enemies. I don't know if this is due to the AI pathing, or whether enemies will react depending on how close you are even in the smoke, but the overall usage of the tool does require some buffs to make them better. Ideally, if they can adjust it to where smoke is more thicker, and enemy sights are broken the moment you run through one, then smoke overall will have a greater usage down the line. For now though, just avoid it. So there we have it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have any thoughts on the content shared, or generally like what was shown, then please leave a like, a comment and subscribe for more future stuff. It was great seeing you again, HellDivers, and I hope to see you again soon.